these people that you're interacting with are in distress, right? And so um, those interactions are a lot more calm, a lot better in person than they are over a phone, because as you well probably know, these distress sellers are getting phone calls, text blasts, you know, email campaigns, letter campaigns, but the amount of people actually showing up in person offering to help are a lot lower. So those conversion rates were always better for us, and that's just dug into what worked.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Super excited about my guest. I'm going to tell you why. Because for the first time, I have heard somebody take the emphasis of the word real in real estate. He has slowed that down and said real estate. And for the longest time, I've just been flying past that real estate, just combining it like it's two words. But this gentleman wants to put the personal interaction back in real estate. And so I'm excited. I think that's something that we need to focus on more today, especially with so many things going on in the virtual world and AI. And so I'm excited for him to talk about it. And so please, I would love to introduce you guys to Mr. Zane Stearns. Mr. Zane, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Good to be here.
Oh man, it is so good to have you. I'm excited about the journey you're going to take us on. I'm excited about us seeing things through your lens. And so Zane, I'll be honest, man, I want you to take us into your world. Maybe if you want to tell us, kind of how you got started, but definitely tell us what your main focus are these days and what markets you're operating in, sir.
Yeah. So I started the whole real estate investing at a big national wholesale shop. Um, so I'm down in Southwest Florida, and it turned into, weirdly, here in this particular market, large social shop that didn't rely on direct to seller acquisition activities. They're more so joint venture partners, right? And repackaging deals. But in this particular market, that infrastructure didn't really exist. Of more direct seller connections, so on and so forth. So eventually, it ended up me going alone with my partner and really building a direct to seller uh, wholesale business, right? And there's a lot of, and always has been a lot of, drive on pay per click campaigns, all that fun stuff. But um, just just through the learning experience, right, we found and cultivated a team of boots on the ground, door knockers, and we really found in playing with virtual wholesaling activities and expanding into national, pay per click and national wholesaling activities, right? We always found that our core on the door knockers, the real interactions that are being had so much higher conversion rate.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Right, on a lead basis, it was just mind-boggling, right? So coming from that and then going into a PPC kind of campaign structure where your conversion rate's just in the single digits sometimes, and then you look at, your team that's existed for years and their conversion rate on real-time interactions, it really makes you like need just kind of clearly say, hey, I got to focus on the real part of the real estate, right? Like the real
Yeah.
face-to-face interactions, and they're more forgiving. These people that you're interacting with are in distress, right? And so um, those interactions are a lot more calm, a lot better in person than they are over a phone, because as you well probably know, these distress sellers are getting phone calls, text blasts, you know, email campaigns, letter campaigns, but the amount of people actually showing up in person offering to help are a lot lower. So those conversion rates were always better for us, and that's just dug into what worked. So
Yeah. Zane, I love that, you have brought up the distress uh, person a lot. You doing our conversation even off, and I love that because that to me emphasizes why you want to make that real interaction, because these are people that are hurting. They're looking for solutions, and they don't have that physical human touch point in a sense. Somebody that can really look into their eyes, somebody that maybe can sit into their living room and feel like, for them, maybe like can actually feel the walls kind of, caving in on them. And
yeah,
and you'll be able to be there to give them some type of relief, to come up with some strategy or some type of plan. So I really love the fact when you emphasize that real in real
right,
estate, it shows.
right, right. No, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
so conversion rate, yes, all aside, from a business sense, I jump into that, but like it also, it's helpful, like you just said, it's helpful people in distress, like to have a real presence. And, I think at least in my current team structure, right, there are people that have, gone through this with other sellers before. Now their background is getting, years deep. So they've seen these scenarios. They've seen, hey, I know what happens when your house goes to auction. Like I've seen it. I've seen where people like let me help them and where people have not let me help them. And again, those conversations happening in person, like you can tell, like, and I always have them lean into it. I'm like, lean into it. You do
yeah,
know, right? You do know what happens, like if a house
yeah,
goes into foreclosure, or you do know what happens when the code violations stack up, because we've seen,
yeah,
you know, through the scope of time, like we've seen how bad like code violations can get, like on this crazy scale of doing this for years, right? So
yeah,
I, just lean into that, because I was like, you have those experiences, right? And you can convey that in person, and it's not a script on the phone, right?
yeah,
You can run through a script on the phone. I hate phone scripts. I never ever,
yeah,
you know what I mean? You can run through a script on the phone and like bullet point, boop, 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 boop. But like again, having a real conversation with someone at the house, knowing what's going on and how to shape and everything is better for everyone involved, really. So
yeah, yeah. No, I get it, and so it takes a certain type of people. You say you built the team, you got boots on the ground,
mhm,
you've seen the conversion rates, you've seen when it worked better with these interactions. So I guess it takes a real special type of person, special team, special system to
yeah,
be able to kind of handle that in a sense because you're taking on other people emotions. You're taking on you know
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
with the way you talk to people, it has to be in a certain type of way. So I guess my question is, it's not always easy. I don't think everybody can do it. Of course,
Right.
you see people shying away from it. So what's been the key to keeping that machine running smoothly for yourself and your team? Like, what's your system? What's your process? What's your
So
thought process in this?
so it's a team, right? So I stick to certain things that I'm really good at, which are typically investor interactions. I'm, the disposition side. I'm really good at the disposition
Yeah,
side. Um, you know, my partner Kelly, she's very good at like a logistical, like mechanical deal part stuff, right? And then
yeah,
again, I let my door knocker just focus on your seller interactions, right? Like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't have my door knockers comp houses. You know what I mean? Segment on what like and you know focus in on what you're good at. Hone in
yeah.
your skills. And if
That's
you
good.
again hone in your skills over a long set of time, like and you're real just stuck to like with the door knockers, hey, you've interacted with the seller when the code violation does this, or the foreclosure does this, or the probate does this, or all of these types of scenarios that can happen that really I'm like, you've interacted with sellers on this, and
Yeah,
that's the wealth of your like that is a wealth of knowledge like just in that. So just stick to that. Like I can handle like the disposition side, Kelly can handle the logistical moving part side, you know. Someone can handle this, someone can handle that, the attorney handles this, the probate attorney handles that, the title handle, like stick to your seller interact like because that's valuable. Like you have that, you know, everything else is pretty normally easy. Like if you and your seller are in good step, then the other stuff tends to, fall in line afterwards because, you know, dispositions for me, it's super easy because, like,
yeah,
you know, we're dealing with investors that buy houses all, day in and day out. Like, it's not, you don't have to manage that too difficultly. Again, contracts are contracts, title is title, probate's probate, foreclosures are foreclosures, codes are codes, but like, I think the big, you know, difficulty again in the real part is a human interaction, right? And if you get
yeah.
that down, then that's I think the strength and what builds a good team. So
Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you why I absolutely love your answer because it's an honest answer, and I'm gonna synthesize what you were saying. You let everybody play to their strengths.
right,
And to me, again, that's the real in real estate. You're not trying to micromanage. You're not trying to have somebody do something that they can't do. Like, no, I have a team of people. They've been here before. You've been interacting with the people on the ground. You have everybody in position doing what they do best. And
right,
so again, that shows me your focus on the real aspect of it. Like we're
yep,
going to make sure that there's even with my team, I'm gonna be real with them. I'm gonna make sure I empower them so that they can do the job that they're supposed to do.
right,
So I absolutely love that, man. Absolutely. Now, you've hinted to it. Things go bad. Even you talked
yeah,
about you used the word pivot, right? That
yep,
there are moments when things get real, when deals go sideways. There's moments when you have to pivot fast. And so I don't know if a story kind of comes to mind, but if you have one, I would love for you to share it because we want to normalize the journey, just not focus on the
yeah.
success. We want to look at the process as well.
Oh, one pivot. Um, trying to think of a clear. I would say honestly, and I hate it that I did it, but I've done it. So I have just done full like I've done like full year long lease backs. I've changed deal
Okay.
structure, and you know what I mean. So there was a situation where um, married couple, husband, in the middle of a deal had a very debilitating health issue, right?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
And so we're in the middle of a transaction, and you know, your natural inclination is close it,
Yeah. Yeah.
close it. But you're also dealing with something substantial, right? And again, I think the finding the pivot was like, hey, like, these people have equity in their house, right? They're willing to sacrifice this. Can we build a trade-off here where, you know, you need to do some certain stuff, but hey, like we can upfront a year's worth of lease into a deal,
Mm-hmm.
of lease cost
Mm-hmm.
into a deal, keep them like enable them health like
Yeah.
to settle down, and
Yeah.
you can bridge and still like do some stuff like the roof and and stuff over this year long course, right? We can find scenarios that meet everyone's needs, and so yeah, there's always a way, and um there's always a way. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of bringing everyone together. And again, if you have a deep interaction and real connection with parties, then those scenarios become easier to pivot because you've been in the house, you've met the husband, you've met the wife, you then have feelings because I just saw husband being okay and now I see husband not okay, right? And
Yeah.
it's again not something that happens on the phone, it's something that happens in interacting in real time. So uh, it's easier to bridge those types of things, I think, again, if you focus on real. So
Zane, I hear you loud and clear, man. You always coming back to the center. It's about the real interaction. Listen, we making you restructure the deal, but I know this based on us talking to each other. I know this based on this is the best opportunity, best situation for you, and maybe the only right now situation for you. But I know that because of the interaction that we've had, and so
right,
and even I love how you said even maybe reading the body language. Husband was happy, now husband not happy. Something's going
right,
on, and so yeah,
right.
so
It's
no,
not a
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, I wonder, in my head what's happening. Oh no, I
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah,
yes, this is a problem.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. No,
and of course,
absolutely.
it also, at least from a technical standpoint, it does also allow you to see, are they just, saying that? No,
Yeah,
it's like, I can see this did happen. This is, because there's always
yeah.
scenarios like that too. But you can, again, it makes it easier to flesh those types of problems out too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I love it, man. Well, let me ask you this because I can see, you have systems in place that's establishing you for the long run, for the long term. So let me ask you, what are you most focused on scaling or solving next? What's the next real goal for you?
So my next goal is basically to platform um, boots on the ground team.
Gotcha.
I think I see so much stuff online, gurus and stuff, and you know, your subscription where you start calling every house on Zillow in the whole country and stuff to you know, bring people into this space, into real
Yeah,
estate investing, because it is an entry point, right? And
yeah,
I've experienced that in my own team's growth, right? I've experienced where, they were with me part time on the weekends, and you know, then they quit their full time job, and now they're full time with me, and this is their life and their livelihood, and
yeah,
I've seen that develop in real time, in real interactions on my team. So um, I think for me, my opportunity and my desire goal is to bring that more widespread, right? You can
Yeah,
start on the weekends if you have partnerships in place and you have um, team and you have real interactions, right? You can start on the weekends. You can find a way to get into this space, right? That isn't a multi-hundred dollar, $1,000 course that just gives you some scripts and like
yeah,
lets you go free on the world, right?
yeah.
You know, you can through real interact I keep saying real, but through real
Yes,
interactions, you
sir.
can build in this business, right? You can
Yeah,
build
man.
in this business. It's a possibility. So I think that's my focus is to just continually branch that out, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that's big. I think that's a big mindset. Again, putting people in the same room, putting the boots on the ground, giving them a platform where they can come together and be together and interact in real interactions. I think
Right.
that's huge. And again, like we said, we talked about it. So many people shine away from that. I think you leaning into that. It's actually building you out a niche, believe it or not.
Right.
Within the world, and climate that we're in. And so this is good because my next question talks about relationships and like you're talking about connecting people with other people, building your team, bringing them together. And so a lot of people that's listening, they're either early in their journey or they're looking to level up. And I
Mhm.
think their benefit hearing this specifically from you when it comes to building relationships and growing your network. What has made the biggest difference for you?
So I think being able to you lean into it, right? In the space, you can be competitive, right? But at the same time, there's also a large drive to be collaborative, right? Like
Hmm.
just even in JV, like you just want a JV a deal in whatever level, a JV in a wholesale or JV on a flip or there is
Yeah.
innate collaboration in this field, right? So I can talk to like other wholesaler or I can talk to flipper and like as you build out your relationships, just you can just talk and just if you have a connection with someone and you can talk, then you just talk to them about it. You throw out, "Hey, this, husband's sick. What do you think? Like,
Yeah.
has this ever happened to you?" You know?
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Yes, no, whatever." But at the same time, it lets people know like they're not alone, right? When problems, that's a nice that's a nice feeling when I hear people complain about their problems to me. It makes me feel great. I'm like, "Oh, I'm not the only one." Thank goodness. But, that collaboration it exists. It doesn't have to be competitive. You can be competitive. I certainly choose to be competitive in a lot of
Yeah.
senses too. But
Absolutely.
like there's definitely a large ability to be collaborative in this industry,
Yeah.
and just lean on everyone around. It doesn't even have to be around. It could be someone across the country.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you talk to him once, you can talk to him years on years on end,
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
yep.
Yeah, man, Zane, I love it, man. I love it. I love the message that you're preaching. I love the clarity and what you're doing with the real in real estate, collaborating with the real people, finding real solutions. I
Right.
absolutely love it, sir. Absolutely. So, listen, man, before we wrap, if someone
Sure.
wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate, I heard you use that word with you.
Yeah.
What's the best
Yeah.
way for them to reach out to you, sir?
Oh, text, email, I'm an open book, I have all the socials, I'm not really on them, but call like call me, I'll pick up the phone, I'll send a text message. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
that's part of it. So,
Absolutely. No, I love it. There he is, y'all, Mr. Zane Stearns, sir. Thank you so much for your story. Thank you for your
thank you.
time. Thank you for your perspective. Thank you for bringing the real back to real estate. This has been a pleasure and an honor talking to you, sir. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate being here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, to everyone else, you've heard the value of this conversation. You want to make sure you are subscribed. You do not want to miss out on what we have coming up next. And so all you got to do is click that little bell. I think it's a little bell, little subscribe button. And that way we can make sure you come on back and get what we're giving. And so we thank you, Mrs. Zane, and everyone else. We will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.